ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Sabolchik. I'm the Associate Athletic Director for Development here at San Jose State University Athletics. And I just want to thank you, friends, family, former teammates for coming out for this very special day to allow us to share in this dedication of Deanna Mauer Memorial Patio. And without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to your head coach of Spartan Softball, Mr. Peter Turner.
A little taller than me. A lot of people. Coach Brown, I need you. Coach Brown has been with me for about 11, 12 years. He's like my first wife. He doesn't complain as much. So that's why we're still together. About 10 minutes ago, it became very difficult for me. And I'm really trying to focus on the fond memories that Deanna gave us and how she touched all of our lives. And she certainly touched mine. This project was part of therapy for me more than anything else. And I would really like to thank my girls that you see here for really getting their hands dirty, because this project could not have been done without them. Moving the bricks, holding up these things while a college graduate with no engineering degree put it together, and I'm really proud of them and how it turned out. So I would like to thank them. Secondly, part of growing up, unfortunately, assuming responsibilities that aren't easy. And one I've asked today is one of Deanna's former teammates. She rode in the van with us. And Deanna put up with her stinky feet, and we put up with Deanna passing gas and not saying anything. So that was her famous MO, by the way. We always just said Deanna. So without further ado, Jen Ames, please.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming. I just wanted to thank everyone who donated their time and efforts to putting this lasting legacy together for Deanna. And we miss her every day, and we love you, Dee. Thank you.
You know, we get old, we get a little wiser, and I tell the girls all the time that this time that you have here just gets away from you. And then all of a sudden you grow up and you're not in college and you have to get a job, and your parents don't give you any more money. Well, hopefully that's what we're trying to do. So Deanna's left that for us, about how short life can be. And it can't go without saying that she's touched so many of us. And I look out in the audience, and I would like all the players that play with Deanna to come here and join me. Kelly, Britt, Hayes, Mad Dog, and Foxy. You look like $1 million. The girls that played with her? You know, I tell the girls this all the time, and I really feel this way. Sometimes I don't like them all the same, but regardless who they are, I love them all the same. And that's part of me being a coach and mentoring them through life, and I hope as they continue on and they're successful, they get that part. It's not about ball. This should be joyous for all of us. Her memory will stay out here forever. She'll always live in our hearts, and that can never be taken away. We will only continue to build and grow this legacy, and then she's never forgotten. And I want everybody to understand that and be part of it, and always be a Spartan, and always be behind what this program and what you're about. And I couldn't have done it with all the donors that donated, and this was all by the outpouring of your dollars. And there's a lot of things we still want to continue to do as we grow this program and we grow this legacy here. At this time, I'd like to have the Mauers come up and say a few words if they don't mind.
Sure. I would just like to thank everybody for coming out. We're extremely touched by this. It turned out absolutely beautiful. we far beyond what we were expecting, and we'd like to thank Pete, the university, the players, everyone for what they've done. And you're right, Deanna will remain in our hearts forever. There's lessons to be learned. I guess the most important thing I could tell you is try not to text and drive. I think that's the reason why Deanna's not with us today. But her legacy lives on, and thank everybody.
I just want to thank everybody, all my family that came out. Girls that she was friends with came out, and my family all drove out here or came on a train, and I appreciate your time and understand your support in loving my father as much as I did. And all the girls, thank you so much for coming. And I just miss Deanna's voice, how she called me 4 or 5 times a day because she knew I worried about her all the time, and I tried to keep her as safe as I could. And I'm so thankful for Pete for keeping her here where she loved to be, on the softball field, no matter where it was. She loved that softball field and playing ball, and loved the girls and helping the girls that she was coaching back home and out here. And I really appreciate all of you. And it's very touching. My heart just aches for her every single day. But it's so touching that everybody is keeping her alive in our hearts. And I just want to, here's her namesake here. My brother named his son Dean Nathan to keep Deanna's name. If it was a girl, they were going to name her Deanna, but they ended with the boy, but they got as close to her name as they could, and that's kind of like her namesake, and they'll always know where they are going to make sure that he knows where his name came from. And thank you again. We really appreciate all the time and effort everybody did. So thank you.
We have a small token to take home. This rock's going to stay here, but you're going to take this home, okay? In memory of Spartan student athlete Deanna Mauer, Memorial Patio dedication, leave it on the field, which was her motto, March 3rd, 2012. This is for you. And before we cut the ribbon, the one thing, and the night before when I came down to see the Mauers for the viewing, which was a difficult time, but as I told them, I am proud of Deanna for what she did off the field more so than on the field. Her having the strikeout record, her beating Cal, those were all great things, but the most important thing that they should be proud of, and we all should be proud of, is Deanna never had a lot of interest in school, but she had a heck of a lot of interest in ball. But she obtained her degree. And when she came to my office to tell me, not only was I shocked, but I was extremely proud of her, as you should be. Yes. And I'm really happy to say on that note that my team has one of the highest GPAs of any Spartan athletic team here, with over a 3.0, and that is more important than anything else. So with that said, I would like, Deanna wasn't very tall. I don't know why we put the ribbon so high. She probably had to jump up and get it, but she always liked the challenge and never knew how short she was. So let's cut this thing and move forward.
Okay.
Thanks.
Here, I'll let you cut. I'll hold it. Can you reach up there?
Yeah, Mom's not very tall.
Yeah. Where she got it from?
She was me.
I'll check with my boss. Do we have anything else that we?
Okay. Let me say one more thing. I'm sorry. The degree was, I'm telling you, at the last day of graduation when we were here, we still weren't sure that she was going to make it, and we were all ready for the walking down and everything, and it was like the last minute that we found out for sure. And I'll tell you, that last year for her was one of the hardest years she had, and she pulled it through. I mean, she stepped up to the plate, and even though she had a tough time every single day, she pulled in there and she hung in there and finished it off like we asked her to do, and she did everything we asked. And it was very, very hard for her, but she did it, and we are very proud that she did it and hung in there.
Again, thank everybody for coming out and sharing a special time with us and the Spartan family. As she always said, leave it on the field, and right now she wants us to go warm up and do exactly that. And today, the last thing I would say is our Booster Club president, Ronnie Garcia, is here. He'll talk about some of the things that we're doing and how we're continuing to grow this legacy. Again, thanks to the family for being part of this event, and be safe and go Spartans.
With sports information, and then obviously our facilities crew, Mac. There we go, right? Family.
Yeah, we'll get her. We'll get her in.
Right there. There you go.
Uncover the 7.